Let's go! Wow, look at this, guys. Bitcoin is right now pushing forward. We are above this box right here, and we are perhaps going to touch $52,700 today. Is that going to happen? I'm going to share my thesis with you. And also, of course, the question is, should we jump into a new 100% profitable trade at this moment? Well, for those of you wondering that, I am going to talk about that. Also, we're doing the regular stuff. We're talking about Ethereum, Cardano, and also, are we at the beginning or at the end of this bull cycle? As you know, we usually look at these on-chain charts, and they have been very useful for us within the last couple of days, telling us to actually be bullish, because as the price was going down, the on-chain data showed us that we should be bullish. But guys, welcome back everybody. My name is Cristiano, bringing you cryptocurrency videos every day, teaching you how to make money in the crypto markets. Okay, let's get straight into it. So Bitcoin right now, for one, you can see that. And by the way, a lot of people are having a lot of fun with my, well, that's going to sound weird, but I'm just going to say this. I'm going to make these brown boxes, perhaps blue or some different color. So thank you. You got what you wanted. I'm going to recolor these boxes. Anyway, we are above these boxes right now. And actually yesterday, as you know, I took profit on my trade right here, because that is what I do. These swing trades, we build them within the brown boxes, and then we take profit as they're going down. Or you could keep them if you want to. But generally, if I am building a position like this, I usually take profit at strong resistance or at signs of a market reversal, like we saw right here when the funding rates were getting crazy. And before we talk about when to get into a new trade, look at this. As I was saying yesterday, actually taking profit here and then loading up on these levels is not a bad idea. And look at this. On the very dollar, you got the opportunity to buy straight off of this level at 47,058. And of course, you're going to place your buy orders above these levels. So if you got your order filled here, big, massive congratulations. It means that you are right now sitting at 8% in profit. With a 10x leverage, that could be 80%. And a lot of people are still asking me how to get a bonus on Bybit. So what you do is you sign up using this link, and then you pretty much you make a deposit, and then you can sign up using this link, and then you see the deposit requirements. So you have the deposit, and depending on how big your first deposit is, you're going to get between, I think, $50 or $200. So you sign up using this link, and especially if you want to follow me on my next trade, I am going to do that on Bybit, so you will be able to follow that. So what am I waiting for right now before we are going to jump into a new trade here on a 100% profitable trade? And remember, this is what you got your hodl bag for, because I am currently out of the market when it comes to short-term trades, but I still have all of my Bitcoin locked up, so I'm still making money as this is going up. So you have to separate swing trades from your hodl bag. So what I want to see is consolidation above this brown box. So you know, I want us to clear this brown box, and right now it seems like, yeah, this candle is just insane. So is this going to get away from me? Are we going to go up here? Well, I want to see consolidation, perhaps a couple of 1 hour candles. If we could get a couple of 4 hour candles, that would be great. So perhaps you're going to see something like this, get up here to 52,500 and then consolidate in this vicinity. That would be perfect. That is when I am going to jump into a new trade as well. But if it is the case that this is just going to run from me, if for some reason we're just going to go up like parabolic like this, that's fine. Then I am not going to jump into this trade, because that would mean that we are too close to the resistance all the way up here. So remember that you don't have to take a trade all the time, but pay attention to all of these resistance levels, because these are the next ones. 53,000, 55,200, and then you got the all-time high at 57,000. What is that? 500 approximately. But just know that if we see consolidation in this vicinity, I am going to be jumping into a new trade, and I will keep you updated on Twitter as always. So when we zoom out and we look at the macro structures of this market, you can see that if I turn this, actually let me show you on this chart, you can see that we were making lower lows right here. We were also making lower highs. So this is typical when you are in a downtrend, a kind of bearish price action. What you can see right now on lower time frames is that we made the bottom right here. We made a higher low here, and we made a second higher low right here. So what we want to do right now is we have already taken out this high. Okay, we've taken out this high in this consolidation. Next up, we want to take out this high at $52,000. Then we got the one at $54,000, and then obviously the all-time high. So that is what we will want to see. So first stop is right here at $52,000. This is the next stop we want to take out. And if we look at my levels, you can see it right here. It's also very close to my orange resistance line. We are also right now above many of the moving averages. Let me show you. On the 1 hour, let's look at the EMA first, the EMA ribbon. So we are above the EMA ribbons on the 1 hour. We are also above it on the 4 hour, and on the daily, it's looking like this. So perfect support here of one of the EMA ribbons, and we are above it on the daily. So that's great. Now let's look at the regular moving averages. So regular moving averages with this insane candle right here on the daily, we are above all of the moving averages, all of the important moving averages on the daily. Also on the 4 hour, it's looking like this, above all of them. On the 1 hour, above all of them as well. So far so good. On the RSI, we are getting a bit into the overbought territory, so expect at least some kind of consolidation here on the 1 hour in order to prevent us from getting into ridiculous levels, kind of like what you saw right here. You saw that we got into this vicinity and you saw a little bit of consolidation before taking some sideways action here and then making a new push for it. So this is perfectly aligned with what I've been expecting here. Some consolidation above this level, the brown box, and then we are able to get into a trade in a safe way. Because remember, the goal with the 100% profitable trade is not to make insane amounts of money. It is to make safe money. It is to have a 100% profitable trade, meaning you are going to take away some of that upside to mitigate some of the downside. RSI on the 4 hour, still looking good, still got some ways to go on the 4 hour, and obviously on the daily, we are nowhere near overbought here. So looking good, looking good. And now let's talk about some on-chain data before we talk about Ethereum and Cardano. So as you know, we've been talking about the spent output profit ratio in previous videos. When the price was going down, this was telling us to be very bullish. Actually, let me show you. Let me just enlarge this for a bit and give you a quick reminder. So this is 2021, the Bitcoin spent output ratio. And this is what we talked about, I think 5 videos ago or so. And we were talking about how every time we get below this black line on chain here, and if you want to know exactly what this is, make sure to watch my previous videos. But whenever we get below here, below the black line, that is usually a very good buying opportunity when you look at what has happened throughout history. So we actually got below it right here, and the Bitcoin price still went down. So this was telling me that people were really panic selling right now. The people who were selling, they were selling at a very, very big loss. So you can think of it like a spring. The lower this goes, and then the price is going to react the more ferociously once you actually see that big pump. And then we had a couple of touching points here. You had one here, and then, you know, we've been touching this several times, and then you had a big pump from $43,000 all the way up to $50,000. Came down a bit, actually touched it right here, and then now we are seeing this pump. Also, we had these other metrics, the net unrealized profit or loss, or the NUPL, and this was telling us that we were not yet at the levels in which you should probably sell and the cycle is over. We were not at those levels, so this still had some room to grow. And then perhaps the most important thing, someone was buying a lot of the Bitcoin that was being dumped on the exchanges, and someone was transferring that out of the exchanges, putting it into cold storage. So what I'm going to show you right now is actually the entity's net growth, and this is the amount of new people entering crypto. And so you can see that sometimes this goes down. So what you do here is you derive the people by looking at all of the active addresses. So if you see a lot of Bitcoin addresses getting a balance, it means that you have new people in crypto. And if you see a Bitcoin wallet transfer out the Bitcoin, and they have 0 on their balance and it stays that for a while, it means that someone got out of Bitcoin. So that is why during a bear market, people are selling, their wallets are going to 0, and they are not, doing anything new with their wallet. It means that you are seeing people actually leave crypto. And so where are we right now? Obviously, the peak amount of new people was in 2017. So you can see that we are not even close to that. I am expecting us to get to the same kind of level with new people getting into crypto as we saw in 2017 before I think that, this cycle is over. So this pretty much means that we have at least twice as much to go before we see that peak. And this is also aligning with my BLX chart right here. So you can see that these green boxes, they usually are 9 months. You can see all of these green boxes, 9 months here, first bull parabolic trend, second parabolic trend, third parabolic trend, and now the fourth parabolic trend or the fourth bull market. So we are about halfway here. So this tells me that we are about halfway into the bull market. In other words, you have a lot of room to grow still, especially in the altcoins. Right, let's talk about Ethereum quickly. So nothing new here. We are waiting for us to break all of these resistance levels, but Ethereum is actually having a nice little rally here, 1,600, meeting resistance here actually. So let's see if we will be able to break all of these levels. Cardano, some sideways action, some consolidation, and this was actually needed on Cardano. We've been going up so fast on Cardano, so no worries. Let the altcoins who have been pumping take a small breather. Let's see what Bitcoin is going to do. On-chain is looking great. I want to see some consolidation above this brown box right here, and then I'm getting into a new trade. I will keep you updated on Twitter. Can we still dump? Of course we can. This is Bitcoin, anything can happen. In that case, these levels are not bad to be buying at. Right, thank you so much for watching, guys. I will see you in the trading tutorial popping up in the middle of this video right now.